Hello, internet friends. Have you ever been stuck at a level crossing? In Melbourne, Australia, there are 180 so of them, and we have a program of 50 crossings to be removed. There are a number of ways of removing a crossing, and they can be road over rail, road under rail, rail under road, rail over road, or closing the crossing, or a hybrid between the two, a rail over under slash with the road under or over. And I'm gonna go through the level crossing authority um, program in Melbourne, and I'm just explain how they're going at the moment. So back in 2014, just before the state election, the opposition proposed a plan to remove 50 dangerous level crossings over its 2-year term. And at the same time, the current government was already removing a few crossings of its own, such as Springvale Road, Mitcham, and a couple in Sunshine. But due to the amount of work involved in the plan proposed by Labor, many were doubting that it could happen at all. And the amazing thing is that most of this money put by the previous government went into level crossings that were also proposed by Labor to be removed. So therefore, when Labor won the election, the crossings that were already funded were already fast-tracked. And by the time they formed this level crossing removal authority, these crossings were already in progress. But the smart decision was made by the authority to make these crossings to be removed in groups as much as possible. And the first group involved included Burke Road, Ormond, and also McKinnon and Bentley. So they were the first bunch. The second bunch that were removed shortly after were the one at Blackburn, the one at Hedderdale, the one at Main Road, and Furlong Road, St Albans. So there's 4 crossings here. And then there's the last set that they've done, announced in that year, was the 9 crossings on the Dandenong line, as they were planning to upgrade that line. And as they did that, they also announced another 2 crossings later in the year at Bayswater, and they were also fast-tracked. As well as those ones that were fast-tracked, another 4 was put under planning, and they were Melton Highway, Thompson Highway, Cockoroy Creek Road, and Abbots Road. Also, the rest of the Frankston Line crossings also had some priority, and they had some consultation. And by 2016, most of the construction work started. Burke Road level crossing was first to go in January. The authority also took care of the Mernda Rail project during that time. The 3 in the Bentley area got removed in August. The 2 on the Hurstbridge line got fast-tracked, and also includes duplication in Rosanna. And by that time in September, the Port of Melbourne was leased, and this is where most of the funding would come from. Then, very soon after, they fast-tracked all the north and west crossings. By October, the 2 crossings in St Albans were removed, the one at Main Road and Furlong Road. The 2 crossings in Bayswater got removed in the December period, and the Frankston 8 crossings designs also started to get released by that end of that year, 2016. Early 2017, Headerdale and Blackburn crossings were removed. Dandenong crossings also started construction by that time, as well as um, Melton Highway and Thompson Road. Currently, the Frankston crossings have already started construction as well as the ones on the two on the Hurstbridge line. Also, the outcome from the Frankston crossings will result with two more crossings than removed than before, and a new stabling yard built at Cannocook. More crossings are also getting planned out at the moment, and they're all ready to get into construction stage very soon. And you'd think that everyone would be happy with the amounts of works in progress. But the problem here is that some don't agree with the plans or politically against the government, and they criticize on basically the consultation, mostly on the method used to grade separate. For instance, the elevated rails got most criticism, duly to the point that they weren't expecting it basically, and I don't think it's bad at all because at each site the level crossing removal presents their options and they normally justify their opinion, but sometimes they can lack in information unless you know uh, tell them or contact them. And each design has its own pros and cons. Some depending on the location, the environment, whether it suits the local amenity or not. All depends. Really depends. And also during the start of these works, there's been lots of disruption on some lines, and this is good or bad, but most people accept it because they most likely get a nice new station and make it easy to walk to the places and make it easy to access. Motorists also get benefits from less delays, as well as trains can be run as often as they want without blocking roads permanently. Also can improve walkability and attract a development in the area. And me and many other rail enthusiasts like to see more works to be done to expand the works, to remove more crossings as our city tries to untangle our rail network and make it a better city. And I don't know, like if there's any other cities that you know of have as much crossings as Melbourne and as busy as Melbourne, they should think of removing these crossings because they really restrict growth, and it's really good. Even if it's very expensive, it comes with great benefits and it's totally worth it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my big explanation on big informative stuff on level crossing removals and stuff. I just did it for fun, so yeah. Okay, so you know, bye. See ya, internet. Bye bye.